Hello and welcome back. Today we are in Burwood. Burwood is one of those suburbs in Sydney that feels busy and peaceful at the same time, and you'll notice that balance as we make our way through these streets today. This is the heart of the inner west, just 10 kilometers from the CBD, and it has become one of the most popular places for young professionals, students, and new migrants who want convenience without the chaos of the city. As we move through the town center, you'll see why. It's a suburb where everything is within walking distance, from cafes to supermarkets to train connections that take you almost anywhere in Sydney. Burwood also has a small but interesting place in music history. The legendary rock band AC/DC has ties to the suburb, with some of the early members spending time around this part of Sydney during the band's early years. Fans sometimes talk about how the inner west, including Burwood and neighboring Strathfield, was part of the backdrop of AC/DC's early Sydney life when the band was forming its identity. It's one of those little pieces of local history that adds character to the suburb, even though Burwood today looks nothing like the gritty rock scene of the 70s. One of the biggest reasons Burwood has grown so quickly over the last decade is education. The suburb sits close to some of Sydney's most well-known private schools, like MLC School and Trinity Grammar, plus strong public school options that attract families from across the city. Because of that, you'll often see students walking around after school, giving the area a lively and youthful feel. Add in the fact that Burwood is just minutes away from major university hubs like Strathfield and Rhodes, and it makes sense why so many students choose to live or rent here. As the camera rolls past some of the newer high-rise apartments, notice how modern the buildings are. Burwood is one of Sydney's main high-density zones, and apartments here are constantly in demand. Renting isn't cheap, but it's still more affordable than suburbs closer to the city. One-bedroom apartments sit in the high 400s per week, and two-bedrooms often go into the 600s, especially around Burwood Road or near the station. What people pay for is convenience, and Burwood delivers that extremely well. The commercial scene here is one of the strongest outside the Sydney CBD. Burwood Road is the highlight. Restaurants, bubble tea stores, Asian supermarkets, cafes, bakeries, Korean BBQs, Vietnamese and Chinese eateries, all packed together in a tight and energetic strip. There's a strong East Asian influence in the food and retail culture, and that's something viewers from overseas often comment on. Burwood feels like a blend of Sydney and East Asia, full of color and movement. Add Westfield Burwood into the mix, and you've got a suburb where there's always something happening. Transport is another major selling point. Burwood Station is one of the busiest stations in Sydney outside the CBD, with fast express trains getting commuters to Central in about 10 minutes. For young professionals working in the city, that's a huge advantage. You can live in a modern apartment, walk to the station, and get to work quicker than many people who live much closer to the CBD. As we move into the quieter back streets, you'll notice another side of Burwood, leafy avenues with Federation-style homes, some beautifully renovated, others kept in their traditional charm. These parts of the suburb feel completely different from the high-rise zone near the town center. That contrast is one of the reasons Burwood appeals to such a wide range of residents. People who want peace and quiet can find it easily, while those who want energy and convenience have it right outside their door. Burwood is also one of the most culturally diverse suburbs in Sydney. A large number of residents have moved here from overseas, especially from China, Korea, and India. This multicultural mix influences everything, from food and shopping to parks, weekend events, and schools. It's welcoming, safe, and constantly evolving. The population keeps growing every year, and with that growth has come even more development, which is why you'll often see new towers and construction cranes around the skyline. As the drive continues, notice how walkable the suburb is. Wide footpaths, plenty of pedestrian crossings, outdoor seating, shady streets, and well-kept parks all make Burwood easy to navigate on foot. Burwood Park, where a lot of people relax or exercise, is one of the most central green spaces and often filled with families, seniors, and local gatherings. It gives the suburb a sense of community and calm that balances the busy commercial streets nearby. Financially, Burwood attracts a mix of middle-income earners and upwardly mobile professionals. Many locals work in banking, technology, education, and retail management, often in nearby hubs like Parramatta, Rhodes, and the CBD. Property values here have risen steadily over the years, and investors continue to target the suburb because of its strong rental demand, especially among students and migrants looking for a convenient lifestyle. As we loop back toward the town center, you'll see again how dense and vibrant Burwood really is. It's one of those suburbs that never stops evolving, and each year brings new shops, new residents, and new developments. This drive gives you a real, unfiltered look at the streets, homes, and everyday life of Burwood. Whether you're exploring suburbs, thinking about moving, or simply enjoying a calm driving video, Burwood has plenty of personality to see along the way. So, thanks for joining me on this drive, and I hope it helped you get a better feel for what Burwood is truly like. This is the end of the narration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Continue watching this drive around Burwood with some smooth music.